We back, baby. Home sweet home. Beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida. A beautiful sunny day. Shout out to everybody who tuned in early in the morning for your man one time, man. I'm glad that everybody got to enjoy the fight. Shout out to the haters. You still motivate me, man. There's more greater things to come. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I got plenty of fight left in me, baby. Shout out to No Limit Promotions. Everything, the accommodations, everything, how they treated my team. Everything was beautiful, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of contract I get next. Stay tuned, people. One love.
All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And guys, of course, that was Keith, one-time Thurman, back in his home state of Florida, looking and feeling like $1 million after his win this past Wednesday over Brock Jarvis. Now, I did make a prediction in that fight. I said that Keith Thurman would stop Brock Jarvis in round number 5. Keith Thurman did it even faster than I expected. He stopped him in round number 3, and I thought he looked spectacular doing it in the fight. He's been out of the ring for 3 years. I expected to see some ring rust. I really didn't see any. He looked like the Keith Thurman of old to me. And congratulations to Keith, one-time Thurman, for making it look so easy. And I think he's back, and he's ready to make his mark at the 154-pound division. Now, of course, before and after the fight, they were talking about who he should face next. There were names being thrown around like Errol the True Spence Jr. We know that fight should have took place years ago, and it didn't. And I got to kind of blame Keith Thurman for that, because when he was that guy at 147, Errol Spence Jr. was chasing that fight. And Keith Thurman avoided Errol Spence Jr. It was quite apparent. And then when the tables kind of turned and Errol became the guy at 147 and Keith Thurman was looking for that opportunity, Errol Spence Jr. vowed not to give Keith Thurman a shot at those titles. And I think the boxing fans kind of lost on that one. So hopefully in the future we can get that fight. You know, you never can say never in the sport of boxing. You just never know, when things will happen. But anyway, another name, of course, being thrown around was Tszyu, the former WBO 154-pound champion. And you guys know that fight was supposed to take place before, but Thurman was injured. Then in steps Sebastian Fundora, who by a lot of people's surprise captured that WBO title from Tszyu, winning the fight, also capturing the vacant WBC title. And he did it by, using his skill set. You guys know that Sebastian Fundora was a rock'em sock'em inside fighter. But once he got stopped by Brian Mendoza, once he got knocked out, he went back to the lab. He focused on working behind the jab. And I talk about that all the time. Skills pay the bills, and it paid off for him big in this fight. He used his physical attributes to his advantage, using that long jab and that reach advantage over Tszyu to catapult himself to victory. Now, after that, of course, Tszyu went on to fight Bakaram Martizelev, a fight, in my opinion, a fighter that he overlooked, in my opinion. He was looking at bigger and better things, and I always talk about never underestimating your opponent. It was quite apparent to me he underestimated this guy, and he wound up getting stopped in the fight. I don't think what hit him in that fight, and to be honest with you guys. So now Tszyu finds himself in a place where I would say he's at a crossroads in his career. He's got 2 back-to-back losses. He was once the darling of the 154-pound division, the up-and-coming guy everybody was talking about, the boogeyman, beating the lights of guys like Brian Mendoza, Carlos Ocampo, Tony Harrison, Terrell Goucher, and now he finds himself, at that crossroads in his career. Now, before we even talk about him fighting Keith Thurman, he has an upcoming fight, and he's got to get past Joey Spencer first. Now, this fight is supposed to take place. He's set to face Joey Spencer Sunday, April the 6th at Newcastle Entertainment Center, Broadmeadow, Newcastle. So he does have that fight coming up, and I think he should take the time to improve on his skill set before going into this fight. I'm hoping that's what he's doing. I'm hoping he's bringing some new tools to the game, because if he's going to make it with these elite fighters, you know, he's going to have to do more than just, you know, come straight ahead. We know Tszyu, he likes to come straight ahead. We know he likes to, you know, load up on his punches. He's not much on defense. He's going to have to change some things. He's going to have to become more defensively sound. He's going to have to use more lateral movement. He's going to have to use that jab very effectively and not load up on his punches so much. So I think now he should take that opportunity once he's fighting this guy, Joey Spencer. Now, Joey Spencer's not that well known. Let me see Joey Spencer's box rec. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick, guys. Okay, so Joey Spencer's 19-1. Let's see who he took the loss to. I think I saw the fight he took the loss to, but I can't remember who it was. Jesus Ramos. He fought Jesus Ramos and he lost that fight. I remember he got knocked down. I think it was in the first round of that fight. Now, Joey Spencer is the type of fighter, he likes to come straight ahead too. You know, he's not technically sound. You know, he likes to punch. You know, he's a puncher. So they're basically kind of tailor-made for each other. But even though they're tailor-made for each other, I think, like I said, I think that Tszyu should take the opportunity to add some more wrinkles to his game and kind of showcase it fighting a guy like Joey Spencer before thinking about getting to the ring with the likes of a guy like Keith one-time Thurman and, you know, these well-established fighters at 154 pounds. You know, you should always be evolving as a fighter, in my opinion. And I think Tszyu's in that position right now. You know, skills pay the bills. They're very important when it comes to the sport of boxing. I know we all like to see knockouts and guys who throw a lot of punches, but, you know, it's boxing, guys. It's the sweet science, and you have to bring something to the table to make adjustments in the fight. And I think that's what Tszyu's lacking. Now, do I think he can do it? Yes, I think he can. You know, I think any fighter can. You know, being a student of the game, I think, you know, you can add new wrinkles to your game. I think a lot of times people just, I would say they depend on things that they're good at, and they tend to neglect things that they aren't good at. Work on the things that you aren't good at as well. And I think you should work on the things that you aren't good at even more than the things that you are good at, because that makes you a well-rounded fighter, in my opinion. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Do you think Tszyu can get it back? What do you think his chances are with Joey Spencer? What do you think his chances are with Keith Thurman? If he does get past Joey Spencer and gets a fight with Keith Thurman, what do you think his chances are in that fight? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.